everybody, it's that Bearded Gamer again for a new episode. As you can see, we're doing reasonably okay in the league at the moment. We are meant to finish top 4, but it is quite close with the top 4. Celtic do seem to be running away with a bit now, but we're well out of the 6 or below. So we're going to go into the Championship group from there. That's just for the time being. I'll go into the schedule in a moment. We all come back to the game because we're off to Manchester today against Man United. So I thought I'll come back for a big game there. And then I've just timed it right. So with the next episode, what we'll do is we'll go on for a little bit. And we'll come back for the last game of the Europa League against Shikendijia and Celtic, because they're top of the league currently from there. So that's going to be the next episode, just so everybody's aware. We've done a shed load of transfers. We've been doing okay in the Europa League as well. From there, I'll go into the schedule now. Sparks has started scoring goals as well, which is great. So I think we left you guys off in the last one in the Club Brugge playoff leg. So as you can see, we've done reasonably well in the league. We beat Rangers, beat Hibernian, drew against Ross County and Dundee United, beat Debrecen 4-1. Beat Greenock Morton, we beat Queen's Park in the Viaplow quarter final. We had a little friendly because there was an international break. 0-0 against Celtic, lost 1-0 against Hearts, 1-1 against Dundee. Antwerp, we got beat 1-0 unfortunately. Beat Partick Thistle and Motherwell. Lost in extra time against Celtic in the semi-final of the Viaplay Cup. Beat Malmo 4-0. Beat Dunfermline 2-0. Had a brief friendly in there because there's international break, and then we got beat 2-0 recently by Rangers. So we'll go into the United game in a moment. I'm going to go through to the transfers now because we've already done some wheeling and dealing behind the scenes. Sold a load of players. A few players did come to me stating that they wanted to leave because it's not first team football. So we'll go into those transfers now, and then some ins that we're bringing in. We brought in a couple of youngsters as well alongside of some first team players. So out at the moment, Thomas Galvez, been a really good player for us in the last few years, been a mainstay player at left back, but then we were getting an offer of 12.25 million for him. He's 28 years old, cashed in on him. The player that we did sign in the summer, Nicolas Ramirez, from there, he was meant to be our backup left back. I think he barely played a few games as a rotation player. He moaned that he didn't get first team football, so I sold him for 1.3 million. Luigi van Veldhoven was the same situation, signed him in the summer on a free agent. He was meant to be one of the better defensive midfielders and centre midfielders in the team. Barely played since he's been at us. We came in for a bid for him for 8.5 million from El Fasali. He's gone. Salvatore Alcalano, I did sign him on a new contract. He's not got great development. He's not got potential in the future. He's only at 3-star potential, so we sold him for 225k to St Johnston. Stevie Foster was someone that I signed on a free, so I cashed him on in 100k. Just to make you aware, Luigi van Veldhoven, we did sign on a free, so we cashed 8.5 million straight into him. And then Alphabetti, he is homegrown at the club, so that'll be a gutting person to lose for the Europa League side of things in Europe, because you do need homegrown players, but we've got a lot of good youngsters coming through, as the youth facilities are quite good at the club, but he's just not played since he's been here. He didn't play good last season when he was here. He got 6.62 and played 19 games, 12 off the bench, and then he's played 16 games off the bench this season. He's been a bit part of a rotation player for us, so I thought I'd cash in on him because people were interested. We've got 5.75 million all in all with some clauses, but 3.6 up front. Now the players in, we are trying to say, on this goalkeeper is a massive punt, could end up being a fail, but we'll see what happens from there. So we've got Kadeje. He's 2-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Just bought him as a rotation goalkeeper effectively because Zach Knight's not getting any younger. Chris Brady's not getting any younger. We ain't got any really good youth prospects at goalkeeper. Takayo Uakei, he is currently possibly 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. That's the reason why I'm signing him. It could be a massive punt because we are putting 2.4 million. This guy is incredible. He can play defensive mid and centre back. He's 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He is coming in from the Netherlands, effectively from there. And then we got Conrad Spraggan, who we did try and sign in the summer, but he didn't want to come to us and it was too much money. We managed to get some money together through selling the left back, so we've replaced the left back with basically an English left back from there. He's been a sporadic player for Newcastle for a number of years, and he was on loan at us previously, but that must have been before I started at the club. So that's probably why it's come to us from there. We brought in Scott Dennis as a backup left back because we've lost our backup left back. He is 3-star current ability, 3-star potential. He's just going to be a rotation and a squad player. So that's my backup left back sorted. We brought in Scott Dennis, I do apologise. Mark Tommins. He's 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential, 23. He's from the Scottish League. I'm going to sign him because he's Scottish played and he's been playing very, very well this season. From there, and then we brought in this youngster, which is Sifiso Reed, who is 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's coming in from Nottingham Forest. From there, and then we brought in this guy who is a wonder kid, who is 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's coming from Bodo Glimt, who've just gone up to the Premier Division. He's only played 5 games this season, but I'm not really bothered because if you look onto his information, it would state dubbed to be the new Erling Haaland. So that's happy days, and he's a wonder kid. So I could have the new Erling Haaland at the club, and we've taken a punt on this guy. He is possibly 3-star current ability, possibly 5-star potential. Another striker, Joseph Camden. He's from the Cameroonian League, but the reason I'm taking a punt on him because of his ratings the last few seasons. So that's pretty much all the transfers that are coming in and out. I don't think we sold anybody else in the meantime. I think that was everybody previously. Daniel Jacobson is actually doing pretty well on loan as well. He's doing pretty well and he's had a good season so far. He's played a few games from there. But that's pretty much everything that's happening transfers-wise. So they're obviously all going to come in January. So we're going to have a massive overhaul of people leaving and a massive overhaul of people into the squad. So we'll see how good they are in January. That's more than likely going to be around about when the Celtic game is, maybe. No, that's December. So we may come back in January if there's a possibly another series, but then it will split off into 2 leagues. So this will be the 4 games for the rest of this season, and then it will split off into 2 leagues and separate into 2 leagues where we'll just play the top teams numerous times again from there. So we'll get into the game against Manchester United. I'm not expecting to win this game at all. We have actually been doing okay in Europe if we come to competitions. We are 13, so we could possibly get through to the next round. From there, we haven't. After Man United, we got Sepsiosk. I'm not going to even try and pronounce the last 2 bits of that. They're in the Romanian league, and then obviously we have the Shikenda, who are in the North Macedonian league. So I would hope that there are 2 winnable games, because we have beat Malbo, who were in the Swedish Premier Division, and we didn't beat them, we battered them. And then we lost against Antwerp, which is fair enough because they're Belgian league. And I know the Belgian league's good because they've already been there. And Debrecen we beat, who won the Hungarian division last year. So we are doing reasonably well from there. But we'll get into the game. I'll catch you guys to the team sheet in a moment. And then I'll get into the match. I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be the team for the game. So it's going to be Brady in net, Galvez, Perikis, Russell and Vargas, DJ at base in midfield, Poru, Clarkson, Mulholland, Smith and Parks up front. We have got a lot of decent players on the bench. A few of them obviously transferred, but then Van Hoodem I'm not really bothered about going because we've got Buchter and we have got Vasquez who can play in that midfield. Jao Martins is on loan. We've got Byron who's older but he can play in that midfield, and we've got that new centre midfielder coming in from there. So it shouldn't be too bad. Mulholland was playing very good, but then he's kind of gone off the ball a little bit now. But we'll get into the game and I'll catch you guys in the match. I'll see you guys in a moment. Hey, let's go. Alright, straight away, which isn't really good. Let's see if I can recognise any of United's players, which is quite surprising because they must have fell massively down the pecking order because they're in the Conference League. So they must have not done well for a numerous amount of years. Or they've gone massively into debt. We're 1-0 down already. But in 30 seconds. I'm not watching that again. But I'm expecting to get battered today, to be perfectly honest. I think we are going to get battered. He was got to be offside. Yeah, I thought he was. Don't know who Vela is. Garnacho's obviously decent player. I think Cartwright's come up on me and scored a few times. Other than that, I think that's all new gens initially from there, possibly. Unless there's some youngsters that I don't recognise from modern day football. Because I'm not aware of bigger youngsters from there. But I'm expecting to get beat today. If we bring back a 1-1, that'd be great. But we're being outplayed kind of at the moment. Pericus is on the ball. Galvez, Poru, Sparks, back to Russell, DJ, Russell, Poru, Pericus, DJ's on the ball. We're playing reasonably well. Go on, Mulholland. Good ball to Sparks. Anybody there? Mulholland again. Plays it. Oh, that's a great save by the goalkeeper from there. Oh. That was offside. Fantastic. Antwerp are playing pretty well, to be honest. I did leave Belgium though. I'm not really looked into Zulte Waregem and see how they're doing recently, but I'm hoping they're doing quite well. But a lot of their players keep popping up on my scout report, so I've been tempted to sign a few of their players at certain points, just because I think they'll do very well in this league. From there, and reasonably cheap, some of them as well. Can't remember if Vargas was from Zulte Waregem from there, but a lot of South Americans seem to be popping up recently, which I don't know how the scouting works on that factor, because I've got a Cameroonian player, striker, who's popped up on my scout reports, but then it's like, well, how are my scouts getting scout reports from the Cameroonian league? But if he ends up becoming decent and he's coming in, he's only costing us 30k, so we'll see what happens from there. They're on the ball again. We're literally not doing anything at the minute. They're going to score again, aren't they? Yeah. Don't know what my keeper was doing. Is he outside again? I don't know. Probably not. I'm guessing he's not offside. No, he was. I'm gonna be sneakily positive. Galvez really isn't having a good game. I'm not bothered about that, to be honest. We'll see if we can get one back from there. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we can always try and hope. I will take a draw against United, but I think they're going to score again. Yeah, DJ's just been tackled there. Vela's in. Nope, Brady saved it. Sparks is frustrating now because he's very sporadic. Good punch out by Brady. Garnacho's there for them. Good tackle by Smith. I'll wait till 70. There's a few players who are on, like Galvez is on a 6.2 and he's booked. I haven't got a left back on the bench. Fantastic. Sparks isn't playing well. Let's put Verbeige on. Smith isn't playing well. Let's put Gill on. And then I don't think Clarkson's playing very well, to be honest. Let's put Vasquez on. And go with that. Yeah, I think it's only inevitable they're going to score a second here. We are playing very, very well defensively. We've got 2 disallowed goals. We're playing, that was terrible from the goalkeeper. I've heard of him. That was terrible for the goal from the goalkeeper then. Yeah, I still want to make the tactical changes. See if we can get anything out of the game. I doubt we will do because we're 2-0 down. We've just not stepped up. Been outplayed by them really, which is fair play. We expected that to happen. I don't think we're nowhere near good enough to beat Man United. And then there's a few players tired, so I'll just make a final substitution there. Probably take Pericus off because he's just come back from injury. And put Callum Shanks on and then go from there. and then the rest of the players can just rest in the next match effectively, or before the next match, before we have to play in the league. So we got beat 2-0. We didn't get battered though, which isn't too bad. So we've not got dominated, which I'm quite happy about that really. So we've been beat 2-0. So we're the whatever. We're underdogs, and then the downhearted because I give a bad whatever from there. But we're still kind of in the playoff round for the Europa Conference League. From there, 3 players have already secured the thing. I'm going to criticise his form from there. But obviously, Club Vision qualified for the Europa League, reached the late stages of the Scottish Cup, reached at least the knockout stages of the UEFA Conference League. I didn't even see that, they've added that on recently. Qualified for the Europa League in the league, and then obviously from there we'll just continue on a little bit. It's only a few games from there, so I'll play these 5 games or 6-7 games offline, and I'll come back for the Shikenda and the Celtic game, because that'll be the last game of the Conference League, and then we'll come back for the Celtic match as well. So thank you very much for watching. A lot of transfers coming in, a lot of transfers going out, another kind of mini rebuild again from there. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, and goodbye.